announcement as we are joined by Jennifer from Deaf Access Services providing the American Sign Language today as I introduce our new Deputy County Executive for Erie County, Lisa Chimera, who is currently serving as a legislator representing the areas of the town of Tonawanda and northern parts of Buffalo. I've had the pleasure to work with Legislator Chimera, our soon-to-be new Deputy County Executive, for quite some time now. She is well known in the community, having, of course, been a teacher for 3 decades in the Kenton School District, having served on the town of Tonawanda Council as an elected council person for over a decade, the first woman to have been elected to the council in the town of Tonawanda, and of course over the last few years as a legislator. And I've seen her work firsthand. I've got to know Lisa actually when she was a council member at the town of Tonawanda, and at that point I saw this was a rising leader in our community, and it certainly was no surprise when she became the legislator for that district. And during the past few years we've worked on many issues, including her deep involvement in the Live Well Erie Initiative program, and then of course the Child Care Task Force, which was a huge endeavor in which she played a key role to ensure that no child was left behind in our community during the COVID-19 pandemic. And as we know, it was a serious issue that did affect children across all of our community, but we are proud of the work that the Child Care Task Force did to not only ensure that parents could get child care for their students or for their children at a time when many child care agencies closed, but we need those parents to have child care so that they could then do and perform important tasks on behalf of our community during the pandemic. And then, of course, being a strong advocate to ensure that child care rates were increased, which I'm very proud to say New York State did after the advocacy of so many on the task force, including Legislator Chimera. I look at this as every time we've had to make a change to bring somebody else in administration, it's not replacing the person that was there. It's following up and bringing the skill set of somebody else to create a better county for all. When Maria White became the Deputy County Executive, she followed Rich Tobey. 2 different individuals in many ways, but each with a very strong skill set in so many areas that it became a better community because of it. And that's what I look at exactly here. Our community will be a better, stronger, more cared for community now that Lisa has decided and agreed to take this role as Deputy County Executive, and I cannot be more proud and pleased and excited to begin working on a new phase, not now as a county executive and a representative, but a county executive and a deputy county executive who are working very hard on behalf of the people of this community. And I'm very pleased to see we've been joined by the chairwoman of the Erie County Legislature, April Baskin, in this important moment. So on behalf of the people of Erie County, I want to thank Lisa for agreeing to serve in our administration, because that's what this is. It's a team effort here. We work together as a team on behalf of the people of Erie County. We represent all constituents, no matter their age, from the baby that's just born to the senior who may have celebrated a 100th birthday. And we do that together to create a better community, a stronger community for all. And I know that we will have a better team now that Lisa has agreed to join us. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to our new Deputy County Executive as soon as the paperwork is officially finalized, which will take a few days. But it is my pleasure to introduce our new Deputy County Executive that the people of Erie County who don't know her already, will come to understand as a dynamo who is working on behalf of everyone in our community, Lisa Chimera.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, all. I would like to first thank our county executive for this opportunity. I am so proud to stand next to him. I'm proud of the work that he's done. I look forward to joining his team, and I look forward to accomplishing great things. All of my experiences in my life have led to this moment. I was raised by a working class family. My mother worked so hard, raised 3 daughters. My father was an Erie County Sheriff. I was so proud of the work he did in our community. I had a dream of becoming a teacher. I went to Buffalo State College and became a teacher of students with disabilities. And then I served on the town board for 14 years, which again was a wonderful experience. allowed me to interact with residents and solve their problems immediately. And then I was elected and I became a legislator, and I have served with some amazing individuals on the legislature. And of course, my most meaningful job, I was a working mom. I have two beautiful children, and I married a man who is here today, my husband, Matt Chimera, who has been so supportive my entire life, and I've appreciated that. We are both, well, we were both retired. But again, this is a position that I'm embracing because of all of my jobs. I think my job as an educator has influenced me the most and drives most decisions that I have made in my roles. I have been able to embrace students and their families who have done so well, who are currently perhaps working in Erie County, doing wonderful things day in and day out. But I think the things that have kept me up at night, and the reason I'm standing here today, is for those students and those families that didn't do so well, for our children who have struggled with social, emotional, academic issues that were challenging, their families who had child care issues, who struggled with safe and affordable housing, who had transportation issues on a regular basis, who had employment issues, and sometimes had to deal with mental health issues and addiction issues. That's the reason I'm standing here today. Those are the kinds of things that are important to me. I need to make a difference because I can't think of those children and the things that they have suffered through. I got into public service to make a difference. I am joining this great administration to do just that. I have a vision, a clear vision on how to make Erie County even better, and I look forward to working with this wonderful administration, with our outstanding commissioners, with the legislature to make sure that we get things done. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. I fully expect that on day one, Lisa will become not just an integral part of our team, but will be a leader in our community, and as such, I'll be empaneling her and to take a lead with regards to the Live Well Erie program, to take a lead on the Child Care Task Force, which is reverting back to its traditional role as a subdivision of the Live Well Erie Families Division. I look at this as an opportunity to create a better future for all. As I said, when people talk about the individuals in the past, it's not replacing somebody in the past, it's following and creating their own mark on this community. And I know with her experience, which is an incredible experience, having been a teacher, having been a council member, having been a legislator, seeing all aspects of government, all aspects of family life, dealing with the issues that I'm sure she dealt with through the years as a teacher and the students that she taught, and watching them become the leaders of our community today, that we will have a stronger, better community for all. And I just want to say I'm looking forward to getting going, and I'm excited about the opportunity for the future to create the best Erie County that we possibly can for all of our constituents. With that, I'll open up to any questions. Sandra.
When is your first day officially start, and what is the process for filling your seat after you leave?
I'll reference the process. The first day is going to be approximately, I think, 2 weeks. We're still working on the timing associated with that. The process is one in which the legislature, by law, is required to appoint a successor from the same political party. The process that has been used in the past as a recommendation will be made by the representatives, the committee people, and the party to say to the legislature, here's the individual that we are putting forth for you to do a replacement. That process is something that is separate from the work that we're doing, that will move forward once the official date of resignation has been determined, and then at that point though a decision could be made beforehand for a recommendation by the political committee. At that point, the goal is to have that, hopefully that person will be seated at the next legislative session thereafter.
Something you want to accomplish?
Well, so when I first started, I was very impressed with the platform of Live Well Erie. And it focuses on our children, our working class families, and our elderly individuals. So I look at that and would like to expand that and would like to get back to what it was set to do. It was really to create initiatives and drive meaningful change. One of the things that I would like to do is I would like to collect some data sets, because in education we always say that data drives every decision. So I would like to collect some more data sets, look at the needs of our community in each of those groups, and develop an action plan that can be put into place immediately.
Any other questions on topic? If not, I'll entertain a couple questions off topic while we're here, if there are any. If not,
I have one. Yesterday, the governor announced that there's going to be $1 million coming to the SNUG program. Can you talk about how that'll help fight gun violence in the area?
the question was, the governor announced yesterday $1 million coming to the SNUG program, and how that will fight crime in our area. First off, I want to thank the governor for her commitment to help our community organizations that are on the ground working to prevent violence in our community, whether it's SNUG, Stop the Violence Coalition, Mad Dads, you name it. There's quite a few. The numbers, as you look at it compared to last year, shootings, incidences, shooting victims, and the number of people who've died are down. On a 5-year average, the numbers are still lower with regards to shooting incidences as well as victims, and that's also taking into account what unfortunately occurred in our community on May 14th. But every dollar matters. These organizations are doing tremendous work to basically give children, because it's usually dealing with younger teenage adults, an opportunity to see that a better future exists beyond just becoming a gang member. And so for the governor to commit additional dollars to our community for a program that really seems to work is important. And I will note, we hear a lot about crime in our community. Well, it's not really, I should say, we hear a lot about crime in general. The crime numbers for this region are down, and that's because of the incredible work of the Buffalo PD, others in law enforcement, our partners with SNUG and organizations like that, the legislature, as well as our administration for the work that everyone's done cooperatively. Crime is up in other parts of the state, there's no doubt about that. But if you do a comparison of what's going on, unfortunately, in Monroe County and Rochester versus what we're seeing here, we're doing a better job. And I think what you're seeing is the governor's rewarding good programs. And I hope they could be expanded elsewhere. Every death is one death too many. Doesn't matter. I think what we need to talk about is not just crime as this rampant thing that's happening across our community, because the truth and the facts, and we just heard our soon-to-be Deputy County Executive talk about how she wants to address things on a fact-based matter. The facts show that these major incidents of serious crimes, murder, rape, attempted murder, are down. There are other issues that we're dealing with, and every dollar that you can put into organizations in our community will hopefully not only save lives but reduce crime in general, and then we'll all be better for it. Sandra?
How are things progressing with stating negotiations, and are you still anticipating that the environmental review process will be done till December?
The question was, how are things going at the stadium, and do we still believe the environmental review process won't be done until December? Progress is moving forward. I should say negotiations are moving forward. We're making progress. And as usual, I'll kind of leave it at that on general where we stand. Yes, we do believe that seeker will get approved in December. This Thursday is an important public meeting, which we'll be taking comments from the public. Also, consultants and others who've been working on the seeker process will be there to kind of describe what's happened. But right now, anybody can go to buffalobillsseqr.com, so it's buffalobillsseqr.com, and look at the documents. We're not hiding anything. The documents are all there, sound studies, traffic studies, you name it. It's all there, and it's all part of the process that eventually will go before the legislature to say, here's what's being done. Is it being followed? It's just the timing is such as that it probably will not be submitted to the legislature until mid to late November, which means it won't get approved until December. So, but we're moving forward. It's one of those things where it's a very complicated process, and there's exchanging of documents. And because these are complicated documents, it's not as if we provide them our version and they come back a day or two later. Sometimes it takes weeks to get the responses because of how complicated the documents are, and then we review them and talk it over with the state and send our comments back. But we are making progress, and I think that's the key. If we were not making progress, then we'd all be in a different situation. But we are. It's just a lot of documents that are complicated, and it's not just one document that at this point hasn't been resolved. Most of the documents still have terms that need to be resolved and differences that will be resolved. It just takes time to get there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it and very much look forward to Lisa joining us on the 16th floor and the good work that I know that she will do to create a better, stronger county for our families and all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I get mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.